How to never get angry or bothered by anyone's stoicism. Most people think anger is something that just happens to them, like the weather. Someone says something disrespectful, someone cuts them off, someone tries to provoke them, and suddenly their peace is gone. The Stoics understood something most people never realize. Anger is not caused by other people. It is caused by the judgment you place on what they do. The moment you see this clearly, anger begins to lose its power over you. Epictetus taught that we are not disturbed by events themselves, but by the opinions we form about them. When someone insults you, nothing has actually happened yet. There are just sounds in the air. It is only when you decide, this is disrespectful, or this should not have happened, that anger is born. The Stoic does not deny emotion, but he intercepts it at the level of judgment. Change the judgment, and the emotion collapses. One of the most powerful Stoic rules is to separate what is in your control from what is not. Other people's words, moods, ignorance, and behavior are never in your control. The moment you expect them to act wisely, fairly, or kindly at all times, you hand them power over your emotions. Marcus Aurelius warned that expecting perfection from imperfect people is a guarantee of misery. When you stop demanding that the world behave the way you want, peace becomes your default state. Another Stoic strategy is to see provocations for what they truly are, tests. Every annoying person you meet is training you in patience, self-control, and discipline. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that he would encounter rude, arrogant, and selfish people, and that this was not a tragedy, but part of life. When you expect difficulty, it no longer shocks you. And what doesn't shock you doesn't control you. The Stoics also understood that anger is a form of weakness disguised as strength. Seneca said that anger makes us temporary madmen. It blinds judgment, destroys credibility, and hands control to the very person who provoked you. A calm mind, on the other hand, cannot be manipulated. When someone tries to get a reaction from you and fails, they lose power instantly. Silence, restraint, and indifference are often the strongest responses available. Another key Stoic idea is this. If someone insults you, either they are wrong or they are right. If they are wrong, there is nothing to be angry about. Ignorance deserves correction or dismissal, not rage. If they are right, then they have simply pointed out something you can improve. In neither case is anger useful. The Stoic asks, is this true? Not how dare they say this? Stoicism also teaches emotional distance, not emotional suppression. You are allowed to feel the initial spark of irritation. That is human. What matters is what you do next. The disciplined person pauses, breathes, and observes the emotion instead of obeying it. That pause is where freedom lives. In that space, you choose reason over impulse, mastery over reaction. When you stop taking things personally, almost nothing can bother you. Most people are acting from their own pain, insecurity, or confusion. Their behavior says far more about them than it ever will about you. The Stoic does not absorb chaos, he watches it pass by without attachment. Like a rock standing firm as waves crash against it, he remains unmoved. To never get angry is not to become passive or weak. It is to become untouchable. When you are calm, you think clearly. When you think clearly, you act effectively. And when your inner state cannot be controlled by others, you possess a rare kind of power. This is the Stoic path, not avoiding the world, but mastering yourself within it. If you train your judgments, manage your expectations, and remember what is truly in your control, anger loses its grip. Peace stops being something you chase and becomes something you protect. And in a world full of noise, reactions, and emotional chaos, the calm mind will always stand above the rest.